Hey guys, and welcome to Janet being Janet. Okay, so Miss Amberlynn got over on Instagram once again, doing her Ask Me Anythings, and this time she got in her feelings and got all emotional over there and had to express herself. So let me go ahead and get this out of the way, and then we're going to just dive on in head first. You see this horse's butt on your screen? It's there for a reason. It's because he's full of crap, and so am I. Everything that you're going to hear today is my opinion, and only my opinion. Now, I'm here for entertainment purposes and only entertainment purposes. If I fail to entertain you, I do apologize. I'm just on YouTube having a little bit of fun. And you may ask why I give this disclaimer every single time, and it's because some people don't understand that this is just for entertainment. They think that, something I say might be serious, and it's not. I'm just here just running my mouth like I always do. Now, guys, mind you, I started this a little bit after midnight when I started seeing these little screenshots. So these are going to be interesting. How is your night going so far? Had a very cathartic journal session. It was kind of heavy, but I think I feel better. Well, aren't your journal sessions always so personal to you? Don't you get in all deep feelings and you get all serious into them? So this should be nothing new for you, Miss Amberlynn. This should just be on the norm. Even if you're doing it on your phone and transferring it to paper, it should still be normal for you. Okay, I don't know if I should laugh at this one or if I should take this one serious. I don't know. But do crumble cookies actually taste good or is it all hype? It's all hype. Now, there was a video. If you're unfamiliar about it, there was a video. It was a no-no video where Amberlynn did a little tease with the crumble cookie, and she sent it to Tommy, and yeah, it wasn't supposed to be released, but yeah, it got released anyways, and it was just a whole little thing, and Amber made a big deal out of it when it was a little deal. If you need to know about it, ask me. I'll do a video over it and we'll get it explained just a little bit more. That's what I'm saying. I don't know how to actually take this one. It's kind of just floating out there in the air. Now, this one is one we've asked ourselves several times, and it's not like she's going to tell us the truth either way. So, how many of these do you send yourself? Be for real. I don't send any to myself, and I've proved that time and time again by posting screenshots and screen recordings. That doesn't matter, Amberlynn. You have been proven to have stock accounts. We've seen it, and you have told us, just like Dana White, remember? You do have your own little accounts out there, and there's no telling how many you do have. So, the proof isn't in the pudding this time. No, ma'am, Miss Amberlynn. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. And let me tell you something. If this person was somebody that actually followed you and knows your content, they would already know the answer to this question, and you wouldn't have had to choose this. So this one, no, I'm not falling for it, Miss Amberlynn. Not falling for it. Will you ever put your members only content on sale? Let's say $10 a month or so. How convenient that it is $10. Miss Amberlynn, no, ma'am. You didn't do a good one on that one. You should have left that one out. And we're never going to be done with this one. Salty Crab's video was insane. If anyone did that to anyone else, it would clearly be harassment. Yeah, or imagine if I did it. My goodness. The Salty Crab video is the one about Raglan Lynn. And I can go over that video with you if you need me to. I don't know what y'all are needing and wanting me to go over and what you're not wanting me to. Um, I don't mind going over anything with you. All you need to do is just leave me a comment down below and I will be more than happy to make a video for you. Just whatever you need, let me know, okay, guys? Amber, this life is so short, and I don't want you to look back and say that it was filled with hatred. I think about that more than you know. Okay, well, you can't give it and then expect it not to be back. Think about all the drama you have caused for people and all the heartache you have caused for people, and then you have to expect it to come back on you. That's the way life works, Amberlynn. You cannot sit here and think that karma is not going to come back your way. And it's coming back your way right now in the form of Destiny, Casey, and Beck. Oh, and throw Alexis in there and sometimes Tommy, because right now you want Tommy back and Tommy's not taking you back. So you got to kind of throw all these different people in there that you didn't think were going to come back at you. They are. That unexpected people, and unexpected things, just they get you, Miss Amberlynn. They get you. All right, here's another heartstring. What your exes are doing says more about their character than yours. Absolutely agree. Nope, not agree. Nope, nope, nope. Because Miss Amberlynn has been talking bad about her exes for a long time. They told her to keep her mouth shut. She didn't keep her mouth shut. So that says a lot more about Amberlynn than it says about them. They are standing up for themselves. So if you're talking about it in that way, then yes, they are standing up. That is a stand up characteristic for them. So that is being a good character. So you tried to turn that into a negative, and when I just flipped it for a positive, you're welcome. Would you ever be interviewed by a critic? It's clear that you misunderstand the criticisms, and it's clear what I say and who I am as a person is misunderstood as well. No, you're not misunderstood. Not in any way. You're very well understood. The problem is you don't go and look at yourself in the mirror and see that we know who you are. We've seen who you are. We can call you out on who you are. You just don't want to accept it. You do not accept the criticism. You do not take in advice. You do not take in anything that doesn't support you in your thoughts and your feelings. That's your problem. So if a critic is right there in front of you, you're not going to accept it. So why should anybody waste their time talking to you, actually? And that's why I think you, my opinion, you with a therapist, counselor, psychiatrist, psychologist, it doesn't matter which way you go. It's a waste of time, especially when you're on here trying to sell something to the audience that I don't think you should be selling. Did you try the blue buzzball? Day two of asking, no, I haven't. Why? Why even include this? Why even? Because I thought you weren't even drinking. So if you're not drinking, why include it? Doesn't need to be included. Leave it out. Doesn't matter. Leave it out. It's pointless. Why do you justify everything you do after you quote unquote apologize? I don't try to justify. When I apologize, I mean it. I like to provide context, but my apologies are always sincere. You know, an apology is not sincere whenever you use the word but. That's the problem. When you say something, you say, but I, but then, but how. You always use the word but. You got to learn you can't use that in an apology. Reaction channels that bully should not be able to make money off that kind of content. I agree. Reaction channels who are actually offering level headed critique is one thing, but the bullying and low key inciting harassment is another. Okay, who is actually saying go bully you and who is inciting harassment towards you? Nobody is ever directing any of that towards you. Nobody is. You're causing that for yourself. People see your lies, they see your actions, they hear your words. So you're the one causing that. No reaction channel is directing that towards you. No one advises that towards you. You caused that to yourself, but you want to blame it on someone else. They accepted your offers of money, taking advantage knowing you long for real relationship and using your yep, that's exactly it. I can admit my wrongdoings, but I bet neither of them will admit to using me for money. Yeah, yeah, because they had to. I mean, Beck had to. You had Beck quit their job to take care of you. I mean, Beck had to. There was no ifs, ands, or bottoms about it. So, what do you want Beck to say? Hmm? What do you want Beck to say? And with Destiny, you bought Destiny everything. You tried to buy Destiny. You gave Destiny all kinds of presents constantly. You gave Destiny money just to give Destiny money. So there's nothing that they have to admit. You did it. You caused it. So why do you want them to admit anything that you already did and that you have admitted to yourself? And they have admitted it several times that you gave them the money. What is left to say, Amberlynn? It's already been done. Again, bullying, but you harass Zachary Michael to the point he has to take time for himself. I didn't harass Zach. The fact that he has been making content on me for years, dissecting my every move and every situation life has thrown at me with a biased mind, so it always came off snarky, condescending, and like he mocked my pain and mental health. And I had to deal with that, but I finally stand up for myself against thousands, him being one, and he has to leave the internet. It pains me to see, but also proves that many reaction channels could not handle what I deal with on a day to day basis. I am just one person, a very hated person at that. Imagine having thousands ridiculing, belittling, making up rumors, etc. Um, I don't fully know how to address this with Amberlynn, but Zachary Michael is taking a break, and he's taking a break for his own benefit. Amberlynn right now she is the victim in this, in her own words, in what she's leading up to, and she caused this for herself, and I'm going to leave it at that. And I wish Zach the best I can in his healing while he is off the internet. And she said that Zach would need to come on YouTube and let everybody know that he's taking a break. And that is what Zach has done. So he's already said, Amberlynn, I'll do this. I'll come out and say it when it's time for me to do it. Amberlynn, you said do it. He did it. So you don't need to say anything else. Did you ever at any time have food stamps while you were in a relationship with Beck? No. Last time I had food stamps was when I was 20. Amberlynn said how much money she was making off of YouTube and you now, and she even said Beck could quit their job because she was making enough money to support both of them. So, no, I believe her 100% on this one. I'm so glad you responded to Salty Crab. These people are literally obsessed. It's been years and years. Yeah, and this is the climax and plot twist all wrapped up in one. Like I said, if you need this video about Salty Crab and what happened, I will gladly do it with Raglan, and I will go over it with you if that's what you need. Amberlynn saw it one way, Salty Crab saw it another way. It's just how you wanted to balance it out. I don't mind doing both videos. You let me know. You're so much stronger than all of them. As someone with BPD, I really see you. I see you. Yeah, she just needed something there to lift her up just a little bit. She wanted somebody to say, yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, I see you. I got your back. I'm here with you. I love you, Amberlynn. That's all she wanted with this one. Watching you rise above the hate shows how much you've grown despite what people say. Love you. Thank you. No, no, ma'am. Think about the post that I just put up here about Zachary Michael just a couple before. That's not growth. No, that's blame. That's pity. That is just pure evilness coming out of her because she wants everybody to think that everybody is all obsessed with her, and that's not true. Even though they react to her, it doesn't matter. People still have their own lives. Not everybody looks for Amberlynn 24/7 like Amberlynn thinks they do. Some of the things Salty Crab said were appalling. Accountability goes both ways. Proud of your response. I truly appreciate that. If she's going to continue doing this about Salty Crab and Raglan, if she's going to keep on and keep on and keep on staying on this, which she may do it, because she did a reaction video to Salty Crab. And normally she's been reacting to herself and not to somebody else. And she reacted to the first 5 minutes of the video. So if she's going to keep mentioning this over and over and picking these out over and over, I'm just going to go ahead and do both videos. That I'm just going to go ahead and do it and just bring my opinion to it all because I may have a different opinion than most people, and it may be that people may just dislike me for a little point after that. The fact that haters expect you to respect and lovingly embrace school world reactors is absurd. So absurd. Like, sorry, but no, they poked and poked. Now I react and I'm the bad guy. Make it make sense. It's easy to make sense. You're poking back, but you're doing it in an evil way. You're not, you're running to Instagram right now and you're hiding. You're hiding from all your nastiness. You're taking a break from YouTube because you're getting called out. You're not standing up on YouTube and facing the whole Destiny and Beck thing. You ran. Bottom line, you ran. You can come over to Instagram and say, I'm standing up for myself. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. You're not. You quit posting. You didn't say, hey, I'm going to stand my ground. I'm going to keep going. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to do my live streams. I'm still going to be here. You didn't do that. So all these things where you're saying I'm so strong, I'm still here. It's all a lie, Amberlynn. I love you, Amberlynn. Don't let these haters bring you down. You're amazing. Thank you so much. One person can think you're amazing while another person can think that you're just the worst thing ever. It doesn't matter. It's what you think about yourself, Amberlynn, and the problem is that you think so highly about yourself you're never going to be wrong. And that's what the problem is going to be forever whenever you're on here. And yes, I use the word forever because if you look back throughout the years, you're not changing. And you're going to have to be the one to think of yourself, and you're going to have to be the one to go in and take a long look in the mirror to see what you need to do for yourself. Because right now, you're on your channel saying, I have problems, I need to change. I understand I have issues, I need to change. But you're not even taking the first step to change them. Are you going to date again ever? Never. I'm done. Yeah, this doesn't even warrant a response. It really doesn't because the word never and ever, that really doesn't warrant a response, to be honest with you. How do you feel about having your BPD constantly invalidated? No one deserves it. It's hard for sure. People have no idea what I experience daily, especially off of YouTube. Yeah, they do. They know what you experience because you put it up here on Instagram for everybody. And you know what? There's people with BPD that question you. And there are people that say that they have been diagnosed with it for years upon years and they question you. And you actually did a post on here where they asked if you were just narcissistic and you said you didn't know. So, with that right there, you questioned yourself. So you are just up in the air right now, Amberlynn. You need to find out if you really have BPD and quit lying to these people. And you need to prove it to your and to your audience because they deserve that. They don't deserve you coming on here and just claiming something. That's not fair because we always refer back to you having been diagnosed with ASMR. Was it really funny for you when your ex passed out drunk and you took photos? At the time, I was freaking out. Everyone around me was trying to get me to calm down, but I was scared. I was worried and crying while instantly sobering up and getting them in the shower. Months later, we all laughed about it. Doesn't matter because you got the attention you wanted. You video people in the worst times and in the most awkward times. You videoed Destiny when she was sitting on the toilet in her underwear. You pretended like you were going to video her in the shower. You don't care. You really don't. People ask you not to video them all the time. This is just another time. And you may say people laugh about it. Sometimes people laugh about things because they're uncomfortable. Are you hurt by how Beck and Destiny have handled everything? I never betrayed them, but yet they've done it to me. It hurts, yeah. Those are two people I once loved and trusted. If I would have ever known they'd share personal details, lie about me, I would have never been with them. The more they shared, the more I realized they both hated me while knowing me. So why were they with me? Friends with me? Money? Oh, that's right. Witnessing the evidence of me being used years later publicly like this is mind blowing. I've already said it previously in this video, and I'm just going to say it again. You got money out of them, you got what you wanted out of them. Beck was pretty much your nurse. And so you used them, you used Destiny for a car even after y'all split up. You used her like constant. And so now then you're just mainly butthurt about all of it. You didn't think all this was going to come out. Your true side is being exposed. And you're just wanting to hide it all, and unfortunately, you can't hide. So why not flip the script over here and say, oh no, pity me. They shouldn't be saying all this about me when you shouldn't have said and done all the things you did to them first. You're only human, and these reaction channels are making you out to be less than one. Much love. Thank you. I appreciate it. And definitely, they just need someone to be a punching bag for their own enjoyment to numb themselves for a bit so they don't have to think of the things they dislike about themselves or their life. I'm an easy target, especially because that community has allowed that kind of harassment, bullying towards me. They made it okay. This is your community, Amberlynn. Amberverse is yours. Amberverse was created after you. It's named after you. It goes off of your actions. You know this. This is all you, Amberlynn. You cannot blame it on anybody else. And nobody is using you as a punching bag for any reason besides the actions you took. So don't try to turn this on anybody. Like I said, and I will always say to you, you need to go take a long look in the mirror and see what you're doing. And you need to take accountability. And the first step is you taking accountability for not losing weight. I'd be so embarrassed to have old messages from years ago resurface. Like, that's not me. For real, 7 to 9 year old messages is insane work. Even messages from 3 years ago. Amberlynn, you have a phone with old messages in it. You hold on to old messages so that you can blackmail people with them. My opinion, but that's what you do. You hold on to it because you think you can get even with people. Because that's what you do. That's what you have done. And you will throw it up in people's faces. Oh, well, I can get this back on you because I have this proof. Yeah, so you can't blame anybody else for doing the same thing you do. Maybe they learned it from you. Let's get a little bit more lighthearted here. Have you listened to Banks' new album? I love River and Direction. Yes, Stay and Best Friends are my two favorites. No idea. Not going to say I have an idea, so I'm going to leave it right there. But obviously, it's gone in a positive direction for her. She now needs a couple of bandages for her heart. But how's your inner child doing? Wounded. Hmm. Mm. I always, whenever she talks about being a child, I always think back to Mama Lynn and how she rubs it in Mama Lynn's face, what Mama Lynn did whenever she was a child and Amberlynn having to be in foster care. Every time she mentions child of any kind, that's immediately what I think of. And I immediately look or think of the look on Mama Lynn's face every time she says it. Would you ever do a Q&A with Mama Lynn? We probably would have already done it if it wasn't for a certain portion of my audience. My mom isn't happy with how people treat me and what they say about our mother daughtership. We are both on the same page with that. Well, that's kind of funny how I just did the previous one and did this one. Your mom should know. We all love Mama Lynn, and people respect your mother. They just don't have respect for you, Amber Lynn. And I think you lie to your mama about a lot of things. That's just my opinion. And I don't think you let Mama Lynn see the truth of your channel. I think you keep her away from the actual truth of who you are. You don't show her a good representation of the Amberverse. Well, now, guys, if she don't post anything else, we're going this one off with, her feelings being all bumped up, and she's going to have so much pride and so much happiness. We're going to end this one with a bang for her. Proud of you for speaking your truth, Amber. Thank you. So, like I said, ended on a good note for her because that's what she's wanting when she gets over here. She wants all of her feelers taken care of, and that's what she got to a point. But she had to throw some digs in there. Of course she had to. That's just Amberlynn for you. All right, guys, if y'all have managed to make it to the end of that, I want to say thank you very much by listening to me just jab my jaws. And I always end my videos with I hope you have a wonderful day, night, weekend, holiday, year, whenever you might be watching this. Because remember to smile today, because it really can make a difference. And like I said, I hope y'all really enjoyed that, and I hope you're enjoying these Q&As. I enjoy them just because she doesn't show this side over on YouTube because she tries to keep her audience just a little bit separate. She tries to keep all of them separate. Her YouTube, her Insta, and her TikTok, she tries to keep them all separate because not all of them share the same platform. So she can keep a different representation of herself on each and every different one. So if you bring the one from Insta to YouTube, there's people that don't get to see that side. That's what I like to do. So like I said, guys, I want to make sure that y'all have a good one. So y'all smile for me. Bye, guys.